What they are talking about is, let's have clubs that will be built around same people so that they will bear the burden as well as the gains. And not until we told our lie. We have had it before. Stores, despite the fact that stores were owned by a certain individual, but the full ownership goes around Lagos.
Are they remitting what they are remitting? Are they remitting what they are remitting?
Okay, gentlemen, let us look at the model. He is saying, let's assume, he's talking about maybe stores now, or Enyimba or 3SC, and say, let each individual in the city pay 2,005, 2,005, 2,900, you know, I mean, to own a share in the club. Then if you have about 5,000 individuals, how much that translates if they are paying that 2,005 every month to run the club?
That care is not workable.
Why is
Roman Abramovich took over.
Don't go that far.
Roman Abramovich, I'm coming.
I give you a
no. He asked me a question. He asked me a question.
Just hold on.
He asked me a question. He asked me a question.
Can you answer? Let him answer.
Roman Abramovich took over from Chelsea from Ken Bates. The amount he has expended since 2004 up to date, you cannot compare it. But it's still what? It goes ahead to fund that club. Now, you talk about Man City. Despite winning the league, despite winning the FA Cup, can you tell me that the Abu Dhabi brothers have, the Sheikh Mansurs and all of them have gotten anything? Now, let me ask you a simple question. He was talking about everybody should pay 2,000 naira.
2005.
Whether 2005 or 3,000. Are we talking about people who are supporters and not fans? Because we don't have fans in Nigeria. When things are going wrong for that club, they jump ship.
When did it happen?
Before I go back to that, we want to open the lines. You'll be part of this show. Do you think that community ownership is the way forward? Do you think that government should hands over and hands the clubs to the people? But like Sheun is saying, these people, after paying the 2005 in the first month, can they pay the second, third, fourth, fifth month in order to keep it going? But then we've seen clubs in Europe, before the ownership, Chelsea, the same Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, community, it was the community that kept them there. It's one of the community that kept them, that brought them in the past 100 years before the Super Cup.
No, let me
talking about people in just United Kingdom. I'm talking about Nigeria. I'm bringing a real scenario. I want to ask you a question. Wait, in your area, where you have security men even guiding your streets, how many times have the landlord association chased people to pay what they are entitled to?
You say it will be difficult.
It is not difficult. It has happened. I give you an example.
Okay, he wants to give an example.
Hold on. Yes. Rangers is a typical club in Nigeria, still existing. Just hold on. Just I don't know what you mean. It's a club. It's a traditional club built around a certain crop of people who still strongly believe in the existence of Rangers. There was a period they were having problem with finance. The Enugu state government is the sole finance, but there was a promo. Drop so and so amount of money to sustain Rangers, and I tell you the amount of money.
Are they still dropping that money now?
Just hold on.
Are they still dropping the money now?
Just hold on. The issue is all about having an idea.
When was this?
That was 3-4 seasons ago.
And then the money was able to, I mean, they raised enough of...
Yeah, they raised enough to sustain Rangers. That was, if Rangers was even in the continent.
The whole thing is dropping that money up to now. We are talking about consistency.
We are talking... Fine.
We are talking about
what is the problem of consistency? Is it not man-made? Are you following?
It is a one-off thing.
It is not a one-off thing.
But Humphrey, if we look at all these clubs, well, like you talked about stores, of course, stores, in spite of the community-based thing that people were contributing, but Adebayo, the man left, the clubs collapsed, you know.
Those are human problems that could be corrected. There's no system.
But you look at the trend now. People are moving back. It is not individuals who are putting their money. The whole, in the big clubs all over the world.
You see, look at what the scenario we are facing. Even he said that does not totally remove individual from having some certain percentage. But what he's saying is the bulk percentage of clubs should be borne by the
should it be mandatory? Or should it be mandatory? Or if an individual comes and says, I want to own Rangers, now I want to put $10 billion in Rangers. Should they say we don't want your money because we want to do it?
The whole thing is to quantify it. What is the worth of a club? If a club wants 100 million and somebody is bringing 10. That's when you look at it, it's just 10 or 20% ownership. The 80% of the ownership still lies with the individual, the community.
And that is what the 20 clubs they have now in the Nigerian Premier League.
We have not tried it.
It is not workable.
It is. We have
Where
not.
Is it coming from? Why wants to come and implement that into our system?
You see,
we are talking about Nigerians that are not consistent.
Let me tell you.
You want us to come and 2,500.
But if Nigerians are paying, some of them pay as much money to go and watch clubs. If they are on that, you pay 2005, you can have the club jersey, you can watch free matches because you now have ticket and that. Don't you think that
when they are not doing well, you continue to pay?
What do you mean?
When they are not doing well, you pay.
The truth is,
when they are not doing well, you continue to pay.
Football, like religion, is an opium.
Yes.
Once you have that belief, get addicted. What is supportership? What is fanship? Fanship is to be
we don't have fans in Nigeria. We only have supporters.
But can't you? Would that not go a long way to build the fans? That if the commitment, if your money is there, you would like to see that. I mean,
we have not got to that level.
How?
We have not got to that level. And I've asked you a simple question. That even in your area, where you have security guards guarding the whole street, it takes very, very tough task for the landlord. They want to collect money.
And I said that analogy is wrong.
It's not wrong.
Where I live,
because I even renting the service to you.
Just hold on. Where I live, I pay security because I believe in the work those security.
Are you the only one that people? What the percentage of those who
because if you don't pay and I don't pay, chances are there that you see them.
But what is the percentage of those who pay in your area? He said in his community they don't pay.
People are complying.
He said they are complying.
Now you are talking about a community.
It's all about
you are talking about a community.
Are you following?
The money the money they are supposed to pay. The money they are supposed to pay.
Because you support what you believe.
Is it supposed to be equal? If you are part of the community, now somebody is earning 100,000 naira per month, another person is earning 10,000 naira. You want everybody to pay the same amount.
Nobody is taxing you.
What are you supposed to do?
If 2,500 naira is one share, you can buy 10, 20, 1,000 shares. But I think that is the minimum for you. I mean, for you to be part owner of the club.
It's not workable. Let's be realistic with ourselves.
Why is it not
workable? We are talking about one of consistency. He has to be consistent.
When we have not started it, why not believe? Let us start and see how it works.
What do you want
and
to start?
I told you that it has worked before.
Finish.
The problem, we have seen individuals who came in and man.
Okay, how do you think this is going to work?
There are a lot of things that clubs are not doing.
Okay.
Let's take an example, a club like Enyimba, which incidentally, if you ask me, a club that had things, have a raw gold in their hand, but it was mismanaged. They won African Champions League twice.
Back to back.
Back to back, 2003, 2004. If you ask me, if they had thought about this idea, because it's all about fellowship. Are you following? You mentioned about share. Share is not, if it's not done across board. There's gradation. And you fit into what you want. Are you following? Marketing has been an aspect that people have overlooked just because there's a ready money coming from government. No club in today that you can walk that has a merchandise shop where you can buy some of their souvenirs. When this issue of community-based clubs are entrenched, these are avenues. Clubs
10,000 jerseys, 10,000 mufflers, 10,000 and then you buy them because you are. All right, let's take our first. We're going to Delta straight. Hello, Peter.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Peter.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on, Peter.
What did you man on your left? I don't understand what he's talking about.
Okay.
When you talk about money, spending money in Nigeria, especially when you talk, Nigerians like putting their money where they will make profit immediately.
They like putting their money where they will make profit.
They just abandon that in the country. Just like the instance the other man was trying to give, the man by your left, the young man there.
Yeah, okay.
The man by your right, sorry.
Yeah.
The man was trying to tell you a scenario concerning vigilante around your area. How many people pay? On the fact that there is no job in the country, people don't pay.
We are okay. We're interfering, so let us move on. Peter, probably you call back. Peter is saying, if the club is not doing well, they will put their money in their pocket. They won't come back again.
All these things are sheer pessimism.
Okay.
Are you following? I have told you, look, The basis of supportership is belief.
You must have that. It is your club.
We have had
to lose. It is your club.
You will lose.
Cambridge United still had followers. Is that supporters who came to watch that match against Manchester
United? And
I'm
telling you that those people are the ones who can call fans.
Okay.
We are supporters because when things are not going on fine with us, we don't have losing in our DNA. We have winning in our DNA. And I'm asking a simple question that in that community, things are not going. There's what we call service-oriented and profit-oriented. Now, as an individual committing 2005 or thereabouts into a club, I expect that at the end of the year, we have turnover which will yield dividend. Now, you don't make money. You want me to continue to put my money in that club?
How many companies?
But how do you control the fans? Now the fans are not paying money. They are beating up one person or the other. Once they start paying their money, and the players are not doing well. What do you think will happen?
The whole thing is all about.
Okay, Victor is not from Ogun State. Hello, Victor.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Victor.
Yeah, I'm Victor calling from Ogun State.
Yeah, we know. How are you?
I'm fine. So I don't see it working in our society here.
Why?
Because it's just like starting a war, you don't have an idea of how it's going to end. You know, our society, we don't always like to invest in something that will not lead immediately. So the moment they invest and they see that something is not coming out, they definitely, everybody will want to ask for their money back, and it's going to cause a lot of problems.
Okay. Victor, it's like training your child. It's like training your child. You don't understand? So, I mean, you can't invest in your child. Your child must go to school or make money immediately. You invest in a business. You are trying to thrive the community. It's not just the club. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
So you are saying you will not put your own 2005 in the club. Which club do you support in Nigeria?
I support Heartland.
Heartland. You can't put 2005 in Heartland every month.
So I can put it, but if we are 100 in number, how many of us is going to?
All right. Okay. Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. You see, all right. We are getting to the end of the show.
The whole thing is the fear of the unknown.
Okay.
Why not start something? Because the whole thing is all about. There's nowhere in the world is stated that a club cannot lose a game. And I have asked this little question. There are a lot of companies who are not making profit. I want to be corrected that all the either directors of all these things.
Okay, your last words.
My last word is, I'm painting a live scenario. As a father, you send a child to school. What you expect is the child to come out with good grades and then become somebody important in future. So the child can be useful to you and to the entire community. So if a club is not doing well and you expect people to commit their money, it's not possible. Let Honorable Duka Arabo devise another method, and the method is merchandising. But for us to start committing our money into a club, it's not possible.
Your last word, just 1 second.
Well, I'm a risk taker.
Yeah.
And I believe that you don't gain anything if you don't take a risk.
No venture.
Let us just take that bold step and see how it's
He says, no venture, no success. But Sherry is saying it is not yet time. Let us start by merchandising. It is Sports Palava. Have a Palava free week. I'm Ken Ochonogo.